Hi guys, TDM here and welcome to my first top 5 video. This time we will talk about Legend Spirits battles and I will give you my personal opinion about which are the hardest in the game. In this video I will try to explain my point of view, in which I think are the 5 most challenging spirits in the game, and to do this I will take into account some factors like how easy they are to be cheesed, for example by the well-known Chrome strategy, their artificial intelligence, the environment where the battle takes place, and of course the conditions of the fight itself. But just keep in mind that this is a subjective opinion that I developed through years of my playing in Smash Ultimate and overall from my personal experience in these battles. So, let's start! At the bottom of the list we find Omega Ridley. As first thing, let's consider the environment. You fight in Norfair and this one is an already hard stage to fight on. By the way, fighting in this stage became even worse in Smash Ultimate, since it's not possible anymore to safely shield the lava waves spawning on the map. Your choice at this point is just dodging them, and wisely using the capsule if you don't feel comfortable enough to dodge the huge lava wave occasionally appearing in the stage. Speaking about the spirit itself, your opponent is a giant metal Ridley, but not only that, this guy also provides permanent carry status that makes it a difficult target to cheese. Anyway, the reason this spirit is not higher on my list is, despite being very promising, it fails to offer a challenging artificial intelligence. This one actually is not very good, considering its tendency to use its command grab and so killing itself. Because keep in mind that this metal status makes these spirits unable to get freed from the lava so easily. At the 4th place we find DK and Lady. This battle takes place in 75 meters, and this one is probably one of the worst scenarios ever in the Smash series to fight, and became a recurring presence since Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Of course, this environment doesn't make your job any easier in an already complicated fight, and, at the same time, you are required to protect an ally CPU from DK, which not only is giant, meaning he can kill you with few hits, but also provides a really annoying super armor. But wait, would you think that Peach at least tries to run away from him? Well, it's actually the exact opposite, since she literally tries to fight DK back, resulting in complicating the battle even more. All of this without forgetting the insane stage hazards, which keep appearing at the worst moment possible, dealing an insanely high damage. However, it's still possible to get this spirit with a backdrop into the blast zone on the left part of the stage, and that's why this spirit is not higher on my list. But consider the fact that you probably won't get many clear occasions to do that, since DK is mainly focused on Peach and his giant status prevents, most of the times, to KO him super early. At the 3rd place we find Baby Bowser, and the conditions of this fight are absolutely insane. The lava floor prevents you to do almost anything, and as soon as you start the match, you will find yourself already damaged by it, forcing you to spend all the time grabbing the hedge. At first, you could think that the little Bowser isn't such a threat, and that's right, since he can even kill himself at times trying to hit you. But the problems come immediately after. The big Bowser is indeed almost impossible to kill, and since he provides super armor, this makes things even worse. So, this combination lava and super armor is absolutely crazy, not counting that Bowser can still hit you from a very long distance with his fire breath. No matter what, almost every character in the game is gonna lose against this spirit, and, considering these conditions, characters with a command grab like Ganon or Ridley have surely the better chance to pull off the win. At the 2nd place we find Pauline. The spirit from Super Mario Odyssey is pretty much known by everyone in the Smash community, considering how much difficult is winning against it, especially thinking at the stage in which we are actually fighting. I said before, 75 meters doesn't need an explanation, since it's one of the worst scenarios ever to fight on. Back then, I had to fight in this stage many times during my Smash few days, and that helped me a lot to adapt better at this layout, and so using its platform at my advantage. But the stage itself is not the only disadvantage you have to face here. Mario and DK are really oppressive, and the huge decayed boxes don't make your job any easier. And still, these guys won't let you get near to Pauline unless you take them down first, otherwise, if you're really lucky, you can try to run towards her hoping she will kill herself. At this purpose, you could take a look at my video The New Donk City Festival where I showed this. But it's not over here. Adding to this chaos, to make things even worse, this is a timed battle and you only have 2 minutes to try to clear the fight, and in my opinion that's an extremely low time considering how easily Pauline can run away from you. In short, especially if you are planning a no spirit challenge, you will need to arm yourself with a lot of patience to get through this battle. And here we go, number 1. How the spirit could miss in this list? Well, it just couldn't. The reasons I think the spirit is the hardest in the game are many, starting from a very aggressive artificial intelligence, the strong win condition, and almost the impossibility to do an easy cheese against it. Yeah, I said almost because if you're really lucky, Chrome or Hike are still able to get through this battle, but only if you manage to get both of the CPUs stuck in their hub B in the 5th second of the match. Overall, we are still speaking about a tough spirit, and the best thing you can do here is just letting them racking up damage against you and using a character with a strong final smash able to push Marten Lucina out of the stage. So, no matter which strategy you will pick, in any case, this battle will never be an easy task. So this was my top 5 of the hardest legend spirits in the game. Let me know in the comments if you want what is your top 5, and if you enjoyed the video, consider to subscribe to stay tuned to my new channel updates.